All right, let's go. 115 pounds, State of Ohio Girls High School Wrestling Preview brought to you by Barbarian Apparel. Conquer the impossible. On paper, 115 pounds looks open, and that's because there's only 5 returning state qualifiers. 5 returning, which means that there's 11 girls who are new to the bracket. But, and I mean but, those 5 are solid. They have been battle tested, and they have to go up against the number 1 wrestler who happens to be a freshman in Carolyn Geckler. So let's go down the lineup here. Number 1, as I mentioned, from Massillon Perry is the freshman Geckler. She is nationally ranked number 9. She beats state champ Talia Guntram, that is sitting at 120 pounds this year, and Kayla Moroshan, also at 120 pounds. Those 2 girls who I'll talk at 120 are returning state champs. Geckler beats them in the off season. She has a major decision over number 6 Gabby Garton. She tech falls Spry, who happens to be number 3. So Geckler has 2 losses on the year. I believe I saw them both, or at least one. It might have been both at Ironman, but she is on a tear. She's going to be the surest thing in this bracket to get to the finals. Now, the rest of the bracket, as I mentioned, is on paper open, and there's going to be some fireworks here to watch. I'll point those out in a minute. In the meantime, you've got those girls, those other girls, those 5 girls that have something to say about Geckler coming in as a freshman and trouncing on the top of that podium. Number 2, for example, Lyndon Gibbs from Washington Courthouse. The senior, been around a long time. Listen to what she's done. 3-time state place winner 3 years ago in 2022, taking 3rd at 120 pounds. The following year, 3rd at 120 pounds. And then last year, she takes 4th at 130 pounds. 3rd, 4th. Lyndon Gibbs is somebody to watch in this bracket. Make sure you watch her. She's number 2. Number 3, I mentioned Spry. Candace Spry from Tri-Valley is a junior. She is a returning state place winner. She took 3rd at 115 pounds last year. But I also like how she wrestles. She's a tough girl. She's somebody that you're going to want to watch as well. She took 7th at Ironman this year. I'm sorry, she took 7th at Ironman last year. She took 5th this year. And she pens Gabby Garton, who's number 6, I'll talk about in a minute, at the Watkins Memorial Tournament early this year. So that's number 3, Candace Spry from Tri-Valley. Number 4, we have Macy Adams from Eaton. She is a sophomore. She's a returning state place winner. She took 5th last year at 105 pounds, the sophomore from Eaton. And number 5, Allison Schroeder from Gibsonburg, the sophomore. She finds herself at the Schottenstein Center. Schroeder, welcome to the Shot. Number 6, Gabby Garton, I've mentioned a couple times here. Somebody to watch from Chippewa. When you want to talk about a resume, the senior at number 6, she's at number 4 in the rankings. In the other rankings, she's at 6 at the Dubstat rankings. Gabby Garton is definitely somebody to watch. The eyeball test says she's more than a 6. You're going to want to watch her. The Chippewa senior. She is a 2-time runner-up and then takes 5th last year. So 2nd in 115 in 2022, 2nd in 110 in 2023, and then last year she takes 5th at 125. She took 6th this year at Ironman 125. Gabby Garton is definitely going to be wrestling above her seed here at the Schottenstein Center. Number 7, Emma Gorel from Warren, the freshman. Welcome to the Schottenstein Center. Meredith Greenslade, same goes to you, the freshman from Clyde, at number 8. Number 10, I'm sorry, sitting in the 10 in the rankings, Anna Sarambidis from North Royalton. Anna, I hope I got your name right. I'm sure I didn't, but welcome to the Schottenstein Center, the junior. So that's your top 10. Listen, I believe that this is going to be the veterans, the returning state place winners, with the newbies falling far behind, except for Geckler. Like I mentioned before, I see her in the finals. Now, a couple of matches that I want you to circle. Bout number 965 on mat number 3, Schroeder versus Gorel. Okay, we got Schroeder at number 5, Gorel at number 7. I like that matchup. I think you're going to want to watch that. That is mat 3, bout 965. On the bottom side is where that's a semifinal match, by the way. The semifinals are going to be total fire on the bottom. You've got to watch the semis. I don't know how they're going to turn out. I'm excited to see who ends up in the finals versus Geckler. I've already called it. She's going to be there. But you've got Gibbs versus Spry. That's 967 on mat 5. And you've got Garton versus Adams, 968 on mat 6. Those 4 wrestlers, those 2 matches, very well could be state finals matches for what I'm concerned. If those are going to happen, I think I said semis. That's a quarterfinals. So forgive me earlier, Schroeder Gorel, that's a quarterfinal match, and these are your quarterfinal matches here. So those very well could be leading up to who's going to place, and some of those girls might have a problem wrestling back. I believe that those girls will be place winners again as well. So those matches are ones to watch here at 115, and that's all I got at 115. There's a preview brought to you by Barbarian Apparel.